Short video, simple message. You know what I wanted to talk about? I wanted to talk about my favorite Finnish boy on Edmonton. I only shoot and score, and you score, then will come. Yeah, that guy. Let's talk about Jesse Puljujarvi, because today I saw myself a stat on the Edmonton Oilers subreddit that just had me kind of looking at my computer screen with bloodshot eyes, my jaw hanging wide open, allowing the saliva to coagulate and eventually almost overflow my entire mouth, because I was just kind of so in awe of this stat. And that stat involves, obviously, Jesse Puljujarvi, the shoot and the score guy, and just how good he has been this season. Because Jesse Puljujarvi, if you go over to the stats, the former top-round pick in the 2016 NHL Entry Draft, this season has himself a grand total of 44 games played, 12 goals, and 7 assists for 19 total points. Now, I see what you're looking at. Okay, 44 games, 12 goals, 19 points. Okay, that's cool. If you do the math on that, hey, 19 divided by 44 multiplied out by 82, Jesse Puljujarvi's on pace for 35 points in a full season. Okay, that would be a career high compared to the other seasons he has had. And in terms of goals, it's looking pretty good over there too, on pace for 20 goals. Not bad for a guy who is only 22 years old. But the stat that I saw compared Puljujarvi to some of the other guys at that 2016 NHL Entry Draft, and let's just say the controversy we had in that 2016 draft where Puljujarvi was seen as the by far inferior player than many of the other top guys, let's just say that that's not really a thing anymore. Because Patrik Laine this season has himself, in 40 games played, 12 goals. Okay, that's the same amount of goals that Puljujarvi has, and Patrik Laine is seen as this number one elite sniper guy, which he definitely is. It's just kind of difficult being that under John Tortorella. Okay, who are some of the other guys taken in that 2016 draft? The other player that the Columbus Blue Jackets took instead of Puljujarvi, third overall, Pierre-Luc Dubois. What's he doing? Okay, Pierre-Luc Dubois this season, 36 games played and 9 goals. Okay, Puljujarvi's outscoring Pierre-Luc Dubois as well. If you want to take a look at the points, Dubois has 1 more point, and I know he has fewer games played, but hey, Puljujarvi's in that conversation. The biggest one, though, is Matthew Tkachuk, because Tkachuk was taken 6th overall by the Calgary Flames, 2 picks after Puljujarvi, and was an immediate NHL caliber forward, a game changer right off the bat once he stepped foot in Calgary. And Jesse Puljujarvi, you want to do the conversations there. Tkachuk this season has 45 games played, so 1 more game than Puljujarvi, 30 total points, so he's outproducing Puljujarvi in terms of points, but Tkachuk only has 10 goals. Jesse Puljujarvi is legitimately tied or above Patrik Laine, Pierre-Luc Dubois, and Matthew Tkachuk in terms of total goals scored this season. Sure, I know he's playing with Connor McDavid. Anybody would score goals with Connor McDavid, but still, the fact that Puljujarvi is in the spot where so many Oilers fans were writing him off after he yeeted back over to Europe, and you have yourselves a new GM in Ken Holland who came over here, and he was like, yeah, I want to work with this guy. We still think he can be a good player. We still think he's a guy for our team. And he said that, and he stayed true to his word, and he had conversations with Jesse, and he was like, yeah, we want you to be a player on this squad. And now he's here, and now he's scoring. That's just kind of like the best thing we could have seen, right? Because Jesse Puljujarvi, back when he was in his draft-eligible years, he was seen as this big, powerful, two-way guy who had a really good shot, but was more of a two-way presence than Patrik Laine was, and he went back over to Europe after not liking what he had to go through here in Edmonton, or in North America. I'm not in Edmonton, I'm in Vancouver. But he went back over to Europe, he dominated that scene over there, he was one of the best players in the Finnish Liga the 2 seasons he was in there. Now he is back, he is given a role, he's getting not as much ice time as all the other guys. If you take a look at the ice time meter, Patrik Laine is averaging 2 minutes more time on ice. Dubois is averaging actually only 8 seconds more time on ice, so good for him, I guess. The Winnipeg system treating him nicely. And Tkachuk has a significant 3 more minutes of ice time than Puljujarvi does this season. So, there are other advanced stats as well. Puljujarvi has a much higher shooting percentage than Tkachuk does, but at the same time, hey, take a look at it. Pierre-Luc Dubois has a significantly higher shooting percentage than Puljujarvi does. So, all in all, just taking a look at all the stats and everything, Puljujarvi having more goals than a lot of these guys is extremely motivating for any Oilers fan who was looking out there and talking about Puljujarvi as if he was a guy that wasn't really all that big of a deal anymore. He can still be an impact maker at this level. And we've been seeing it recently. The guy's been really hot, scoring a whole bunch of goals. Obviously, a lot of those assists coming from Connor McDavid. But you see the wheels when Puljujarvi gets on a breakaway? This guy can come charging in, boom, it's in the back of the net because he can snipe. He doesn't need to make any fancy jangles. He only shoots it, scores, then you score, then will come. That's kind of how it goes down. And yeah, if anybody's thinking that I'm making some inappropriate comments, no, I'm not. I'm talking about Jesse Puljujarvi's famous quote. Go ahead and Google that if you haven't seen it. But yeah, short video, short gameplay. Just wanted to get one through out there. Talk to me in the comments what you think about Puljujarvi going out there and scoring more goals than Tkachuk and Dubois and having the same amount as Laine. Good times in Edmonton, I guess. I hope you enjoyed this. This was Wilson 99. And bye.